Water is black. A simple wooden...
You finally returned. Well, did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there.
I don't need to.
Boggy's criminal record.
Why not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
Not anymore.
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Boggy from last night? Let me see that photo. If that's not Boggy, what is it?
I found designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only that, I
Where are the
collected all the
flippers?
pieces of the costume myself. Well, nearly all of them. There's still the one that...
But the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature? What's this? I thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
No public records. The footprints at the crime scene don't match the ones on this
Are
page.
they maybe in the
They were just a product of these
reeds?
flippers. A part of the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind. How do you explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
The prongs match up with the wounds perfectly. The handle's even covered in slime, see?
But this swamp slime was one of the reasons Boggy became a suspect in the first place. Surely this only incriminates the creature further.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that slime, it's not exactly what you think. This stuff has an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it was stolen from the storeroom of the cafe, which reminds me.
What is that exactly?
A poisoned hot dog. It's the second reason that the murderer broke into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office.
Remington went back to his office? Alone?
Yep.
The strange... Maybe I can move...
Here we go. Bingo.
A strange pair of green...
Bingo. Bingo. Alright, let's ask everybody about him.
Oh? That's great.
I don't really have...
Okay. He has nothing to say about that.
So, guesswork. Nobody can know what Boggy's feet look like. It's his greatest secret.
Right. Let's talk to her. Show her the...
You can put
Oh, the
that
wind-up.
away.
I can show her the
I'll
wind-up
take it with
toy,
it.
too. I haven't shown her the wind-up toy.
No, thank you.
You don't know everything, I'm afraid.
Yeah, Harper's not the killer. It's gonna be one hell of a red herring if
no
it's
idea
not
what that
Echo.
is.
Ah. Show it to somebody else.
Okay.
I've been looking through your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me. I think we need to work
The
out...
video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last night, at the exact moment of the murder, I believe.
Well, exactly. I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them?
Yes.
Just rearrange the descriptions on the left to match the sounds on the right. Drag them around and keep swapping until you're happy with the order. And if you want to hear the sounds again, you can tap on them.
No problem. I can always check my case file if I want to go over my notes.
This one here. Yep.
I think that's
Very
it.
easy.
Ah, excellent. There's just two small details bothering me. First of all, if Remington ripped off a piece of his curtains, why wasn't it found at the crime scene?
Right.
What happened to it?
Why did Boggy take it with him?
Turns out the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head of the costume. Then he fled the crime scene to hide all the parts in different areas of
Yeah.
the swamp.
Ah, well, that's my problem. If Remington fired his rifle, how did the assailants survive and manage to escape? Did Remington miss his target?
At point blank? A man of his experience? I don't think so. In fact, the answer to that question is the very last link in our chain. The one thing that has eluded me so far.
Yeah.
I'll drag the clue items from the left onto my drawing here, and we'll see what happens when we compare
We
the
know what it.
pieces I
We know what it
collected
is. We're
with
missing
the
the.
original design I found.
We're missing the chess piece. Hello, I am the murderer.
Wait!
You're right, and I never would have found it. Not lying around. Not like the others.
But what does
This
this have
Echo's
to do
still
with the
wearing
murderer
it.
surviving the rifle shot?
This torso is probably made up of some thick material, something covering the culprit's entire upper body. I believe it may have even been enough to
To
soften...
soften the impact from a bullet. Aha!
Exactly.
What the
Well,
police
let's
chief is
put your
admitting
theory
it
to the
here.
test. Where is that last piece of the costume? Where is that last piece of the costume?
Oh, it's not in the hollow. It's
How? We looked everywhere. Not a single
being
clue.
worn.
Simple. He's still wearing it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want with me. Sounds like you two were smart enough to uncover the real criminal in this swamp, and lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you.
Yeah.
You worked
okay.
it out. He had his rifle on him. He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
But why would he do that? You were dressed as Boggy. He shouldn't be pointing his gun at a unique scientific specimen, not to mention his main attraction.
You're right. It doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense, does it? Not unless you're in on the secret. The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
Yeah.
A secret society, an order of hunters,
He was here
seeking
to
out
kill Boggy.
mysterious and elusive creatures.
The order goes further than this one man, and much further than this one swamp.
The whole thing is kind of distressing. I knew something was wrong as soon as I stepped into that office.
I'm glad you've finally come around. It's not just
But
the...
what about Remington? He was a member of this order?
He made Boggy his own personal project, his own obsession. For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned the tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
He did.
So no one
It
else
was just
would
his way
come
of
here.
forming a
Yeah.
legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bog was just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
Creature
Bingo.
that might not even exist.
And that's why Remington kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. That creature, he can live in peace again.
Can he? You tried to frame him for murder. You wanted everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice but to shut this whole place down. Everyone would finally realize they had no business here.
How can you know what Boggy wanted? He might not be what you're...
Detective,
You. It's
finished. Well, don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally time to leave the swamp. You have another job to do.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Not that it makes any difference to somebody like you, but I never intended to kill him. Just to scare him. Convince him Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer. But, true to form, he had his rifle on him. You worked out the rest yourself.
It makes a difference.
Well, Mr. Everstone, I'm afraid you'll still have to come with us. Fortunately, there's a police station just a few miles down.
Hey, wait!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Boggy! Boggy, my boy! You have my hat. Boggy? My hat? Boggy? Boggy, you better not have stolen my fucking hat. Hey!
Looks like you solved more
My hat.
than one mystery tonight.
It's my hat. We got our hat back from the swamp monster. And we finished the game. We got the criminal and beat the guy. Man, I was gonna be so pissed off if that guy wasn't the wasn't the murderer. He was so obviously the bad guy. Man, these are fast credits. Hey, I appreciate fast credits. There you go, sir.
Well, what did they decide to do?
We had Mr. Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us everything he knew. A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Searched down to the last detail. And, well, we agree with you, but I know what you're thinking. I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's always...
Are we going after them?
We'd better be.
To be continued. It has been 12 years since this game, so I'm not sure if it was in fact continued. No, I know that feeling, Laser. Hope you're having a good time. I'm done. That was a fun little game. I do love my little mystery games, my little detective games, and that really scratched the itch. That was great.